What is going on, everyone? This is Eric coming at you from just outside of Hartford, Connecticut. And today, we're going to look at the Vernon Wells trade, which occurred back on January 21st, 2010. Now, this was a trade between the Los Angeles Angels and the Toronto Blue Jays that saw Los Angeles get the aforementioned outfielder, Vernon Wells, from Toronto in exchange for a pair of players. How did this trade work out? We'll start by discussing the Angels, who got outfielder Vernon Wells. Now, Wells started off the 2011 season extremely slowly, although he did manage to somewhat turn it around at least as the season progressed. All said and done, though, he still had a rotten year, as he hit only .218. He didn't improve all that much in 2012, as he would only appear in 77 games. And due to this, poor play and injury concerns, he was dealt away to the New York Yankees in exchange for a pair of prospects. The first of which was outfielder Edgardo Quiñones, and Quiñones would spend 3 years in the lower part of the minors before he was allowed to walk as a minor league free agent. They also got starting pitcher Kramer Sneed, and Sneed would spend 3 seasons in Double-A before he walked himself. Next, we have the Toronto Blue Jays. Now, the Blue Jays got a pair of players back in exchange for Wells, the first of which is catcher Mike Napoli. Now, Napoli would end up getting traded 4 days after this trade was finalized to the Texas Rangers in exchange for a relief pitcher, Frank Francisco. Now, Francisco had a decent year in 2011, pitching to the tune of a 3.55 ERA with 17 saves and a 1-4 record. However, after that season, he was allowed to walk as a free agent. So they also got outfielder Juan Rivera from the Angels, and Rivera had a slow start to the season, but he only made it to July before he was traded away for cash considerations. Now, we will not be discussing this trade just because it's so minor and Rivera did nothing for his new team, so it's not worth discussing. So now we have the two minor teams in this trade, the first which is the New York Yankees. Now, they got outfielder Vernon Wells, and he had a similar season to his two in Los Angeles with the Yankees in 2013, as he ended the year with a .233 average. Now, he ended up getting DFA'd due to this, and he gets released after the season comes to an end. Lastly, we have the Texas Rangers, who got catcher Mike Napoli. Now, Napoli had a solid first year in Texas, as he proved to be an above-average bat with a good glove. He ended the season with a .320 average and 30 homers, both of which were career highs. He played well in the postseason as well. He did regress, though, in 2012, as he hit .227, but he was still a good player. All said and done, his glove was still there, and .227 isn't bad for a catcher. Now, after these 2 years, he would walk as a free agent, but he was a one-time All-Star. So now we have the fun part, the combined total WARs. This one isn't a pretty trade. So the Angels got themselves a negative .1, as did the Yankees. The Blue Jays got a .9. The winners of this trade were the Texas Rangers, who got a 7.3 out of Mike Napoli. Now, you may be wondering, why are we discussing this trade? Simply put, Vernon Wells may not have been a superstar, but he was a very good player in Toronto for 12 years. He was a 3-time All-Star, a 3-time Gold Glove winner. So he was, when this trade happened, it was big news. It wasn't gigantic because of the prospect haul that Toronto got back, but it was still big news. So I decided we have to discuss this trade. Hope you guys enjoyed this. This was the Vernon Wells trade breakdown. Have a good rest of your day.